Hello, welcome back to the channel. In today's particular video, we're going to find the quotient and remainder of the following ABC. And then, unlike in the previous video, we're not going to be using long division because that's a whole process. For this particular video, we're just going to focus on synthetic division. So to start with, we have our polynomial here and the factor by which we must divide it by. So to find the quotient and remainder, we need to divide the factor by the polynomial. So first of all, we need to find the value of x. To find the value of x, we must simply equate x minus 3 to 0. And then x is going to be 3. And this is the 3 we're going to use in our synthetic division. So we're going to have 3 over here. And then in synthetic division, like mentioned in the previous video, we get the coefficients of the polynomial. So we had, first of all, 3, followed by 5, and then negative 29, followed by negative 45, and then 14. So the first thing we're supposed to do is bring down the 3, and then multiply 3 by 3, which is going to be 9. And then 5 plus 9 is 14. Then you multiply again 3 by 14, which is going to give you 42. Negative 29 plus 42 is going to give you 13. 13 by 3 is going to give you 39. Negative 45 plus 39 is negative 6. Negative 6 by 3 is going to give you negative 18. 14 minus 18 is going to be negative 4. So there you have it. We have our remainder here as negative 4. And now to find the quotient, you simply get these. These are going to be our new coefficients for the new polynomial. Now, because we divided, so our new polynomial is going to have a variable to the power 3 because everything will be reduced by 1. The power is going to be reduced by 1. So this is going to be our quotient. 3x to the power 3 plus 14x squared plus 13x minus 6. But since we have the remainder negative 4, so you can simply leave your quotient as it is like this, or you can add the remainder like this. So you say over x minus 2. So you can simply leave your answer like this, or the entire thing, including the negative 4 over x minus 3, depending on how you'd want it yourself. So the next question here on B is this. So like always, we find the value of x. So without even equating it to 0, you can just do it from our mind. You know that x is equal to negative 2. And so we're going to have negative 2. And then for our coefficients, we know the first one is to the power 4. So our coefficient is going to be 1. Now we don't have to the power 3. So we're just going to say it's 0. So this is the power 4. This is the power 3. And then we also don't have anything to the power 2, so it's going to be 0. We don't have anything to the power 1, so it's going to be 0 as well. And then this is to the power 0, so we're going to have 16 over here. Then we bring down the 1. So we're going to have negative 2 multiplied by 1, which is going to be negative 2. 0 minus 2 is negative 2. Negative 2 times negative 2 is going to be negative 4. 0 minus 4 is negative 4. Negative 4 times negative 2 is negative 8. 0 minus 8 is negative 8. Negative 8 times negative 2 is going to be... Sorry, I think over here where I said negative 4 multiplied by negative 2 is going to be positive 8. So we're going to have positive 8 here. And then negative 2 multiplied by positive 8 is going to be negative 16. 16 minus 16 is going to give you 0. So we have our remainder as 0 in this case. And then for our quotient, you simply get the numbers as our coefficients, the numbers obtained over here as our coefficients. So we're going to first have x to the power 3, as we know it's reducing from 4 to 3. And then next we're going to have negative 2x squared minus 4x plus 8. So this is going to be our quotient. Now let's move on to the third one. So we know that x is going to be equated to negative 3. And so we're going to use it in our synthetic division. Then the coefficients of x are 1, 8, 13, and negative 6. So you bring down the 1 again and then you multiply them. Negative 3 by 1, which is going to be negative 3. 8 minus 3 is going to be 5. 5 multiplied by negative 3 is going to give you negative 15. And 13 minus 15 is going to give you negative 2. And then negative 3 times negative 2 is positive 6. So negative 6 plus 6 is 0, as we will know. So we have 0 as our remainder for this part. And our quotient is going to be x to the power 2 plus 5x minus 2. So this is our answer. So we are done with finding the quotient and remainder for this particular example. See you in the next video.